Have you gone to the doctor recently because of pain throughout your body for which there seems to be no relief? Introducing Dr. Anthony Pinozzo. The Dr. Pinozzo Sports and Medicine Hour will bring you a new technique to resolve painful issues throughout the body. Dr. Pinozzo has worked with over 65,000 patients over 40 years and has developed a revolutionary approach to pain treatment. His treatment allows fast and effective treatment of pain without narcotics, surgery, and physical therapy. There is no manipulation or alternative approaches. Weight bearing and the return of normal range of motion without pain is the best kept secret this man has to deliver. So, get ready to call in and ask all of your painful questions and get the answers you've been looking for. Now, here's today's edition of Dr. Pinozzo's Sports and Medicine Hour.
Good morning, everybody. We're live today with Dr. Anthony Pinozzo. First, I want to say, hey, Doc, how you doing?
Oh, fine, thank you.
And Freddie, how you doing?
Good, Les. How you guys doing?
And Linda, how are you doing?
Very good, Les.
The first thing I'm going to do
Thanks
today...
for asking me.
Oh,
Tim.
Tim, I hope you're doing well, too.
Jim, how you doing, Jim?
Very well, thank you.
The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give you out the hotline number because I'm going to tell you a story that's going to really impress everybody. I haven't told anyone the story yet. 877-927-6969. About 5 days ago, when I was in Pittsburgh, I started developing some pain in my leg. And I've been lucky. I've had no pain. I play golf. I work out. Have no pain. Friday night, I said, to my wife, I said, my whole upper leg is killing me. I can't move. She said, call up Dr. Pinozzo. I said, I don't want to call him up on the weekend. The guy works all week.
Don't worry, he'll answer the phone.
Oh, I know he will. That's you're right. I just didn't want to call him and bother him. When I tell you the pain was so bad that I had to sleep on a chair, I could not move my upper leg or my bottom leg or my ankle. I went to see Dr. Pinozzo on a Monday, and I waited like everyone else because I forgot to put my name down. I could tell you, everybody, unequivocally, he looked at me and he said, he started maneuvering my leg and he said, did you climb the stairs? I said, no. He said, okay. When you were in Pittsburgh, did you remove the luggage from the trunk? I said, yeah. He said, well, I said, well, I felt a twinge. He looked at it, put me in the C-arm, and I could tell you, God is my witness, one shot, and I was walking around, Freddie, like you always said, I not only was walking better, I shot a 46 on the first 9 because I was able to put weight on my right foot. So all of you golfers out there, I don't care what you say because I'm a golfer. All your instructor could do is show you the art of golf. When you've got pain, let me tell you, I had my buddy who had back surgery, couldn't even help me pick up my ball. Is that the most amazing story you've ever heard? And
He said he shot a 46?
46 on the first 9.
What did you shoot before that?
That's what I was going to ask.
Oh, about a 51. I couldn't put pressure on the right leg, so I couldn't get the club around.
So you've had this for a while?
Well, I had it for like 5 days, but it got so intense, Freddie, that I couldn't walk. I was limping on my work, and I couldn't sleep because I couldn't maneuver my foot where it wouldn't hurt.
Are you limping now?
No! I mean, it's amazing.
And you look at his face. Isn't it funny?
Just a one shot. I mean,
one shot.
Yeah, well, that's usually what it takes.
I mean, one shot, and I was waiting around, and he said, "How you feel?" I said, "No, it feels a little better." And we just started talking. I said, "Hey, Doc, this is real, man." I mean, I've been lucky. I've had no pain. So now I have back pain. I'll be seeing you I'll be seeing you Thursday to fix that.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me get this right. All of a sudden, all your pains are coming to the surface, and you're manning up.
No, he hurt both things, his blowback and his
and the leg at the same
time. We just didn't do all of that.
No, I just wanted to do the leg first, because he was busy, and there were people out there.
And he also has a problem between his shoulder blades too, which we showed that on a commercial we did.
Exactly.
Exactly what he had there, which can be treated also. He's going to hit that ball 400, 500 yards when I get done with it.
I was driving 190 yards. Straight down 190, and I'll call my guys right now. They said, "What happened?" I said, "Dr. Pinozzo." And now, let me tell you, I have a very dear friend whose name I will not mention, who is an orthopedic surgeon. And the first thing I did was I called up Dr. Pinozzo because I'm a patient now. So now all my pain, we're going to get the back fixed next, then my golf swing, and I'll play now. I actually won money this time.
So let me get this right.
I'm in for 25%.
Yeah, 25%.
Well, I want some of that action
10%.
too. But let me get this right. Oh, and by the way, go to Panozzo.tv to watch Les,
Yeah, you can
because
watch
he looks
me.
like $1 million.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, you're walking straight with no pain,
No pain.
and your golf swing is better
Golf swing is better.
because you're in control.
Well, I mean, I couldn't prepare, when you go back, well, once he fixes this part of the shoulder, I should be able to hit it further. I mean, I couldn't put pressure on the right foot. I mean, my friend saw the pain I was in, which I should have played golf, but I had a tee time. And yeah, 100%, I would say not even 85%, 100%. 100% better.
Isn't that unbelievable?
Well, here's even something more unbelievable. The guy before me, of course, the way Dr. Pinoza runs his office, you don't put your name down. It doesn't matter who you are, you wait. So I had to wait. The guy before me heard the commercial about what Leah went through with her pain.
Right.
He came in to see Dr. Pinoza. He said he hasn't been on the golf course for almost 2 years. And he sat there, and I was talking to him before, what happened. He said, I've got this pain. I just can't get rid of it. He went and saw Dr. Pinoza. I think he gave him 2 shots. Of course, he told me he was what? He says, he said, I'm going to make a team. I said, seriously? He said, yeah. I absolutely have no pain. So what I'm telling everybody, here's a challenge I'm making to whoever's listening.
You got a challenge.
Okay, here's a challenge. If you go in with a pain and he can't cure you, you call up Freddie, you call up me, and I'll take you and anyone that you want to dinner any place you want. But it has to be the pain you came in with. If you have pain in your right leg and then your left leg hurts, that doesn't
That's
work.
a different pain.
That's a different pain. So you know what? I will never, ever, ever, ever go anywhere with pain until I see this man, because you know what? You don't know how excruciating that pain is, because you always have to walk. He even asked, I could not sit in my car. I couldn't get in my car. I had to hold on and slide in my car. I could not put pressure on that right foot. And he knew just where it was. He diagnosed exactly where it was, found it right away, and said, here's where it is. So,
Well, that's the amazing thing is
God bless
what
you,
he's
man.
doing right now is how I felt a year ago
Yeah.
when you treated my left leg. It's just an amazing feeling.
It's been a year ago.
It's been a year.
When you don't have that pain, yeah, it's an
No.
amazing feeling.
I mean, I have other pains, of course, my shoulders and this and that, but isn't it amazing and then when you get off the table and you realize that the pain is gone, you're like, where is it?
and you
What's
know
happening?
what? I didn't even feel the needle. I was sitting
course
talking to
not.
him. I said, what is
Such a baby.
No, look, let me tell you, folks, you don't feel anything, because I was there, and I take a needle, I take Novocaine when I get my teeth done. That's how I am.
That
with pain.
hurts more than what Dr. Pinozo does.
I said, he said, get up. I said, he said, I gave it to you ready. I said, are you serious? I mean, it's amazing. I mean, I was talking to everyone I could see on the golf course, and my buddy said, yeah, I gave his cards out. I know it's hard that I do the show with him, and I've seen so many people come to him that have been cured, but when you get it yourself and you see it, one shot and within 10 minutes,
It's an amazing feeling.
you know how nice it is to get into your car? You know how nice it is to sleep at night?
Well, this is why I said, Dr. Pinozo, you helped me get back to work. I couldn't work. Couldn't walk.
So here's my challenge to you folks. You can always find me.
That's
Well,
true.
A lot of people call me up and they said, well, what do you charge for just a consultation? We hate to just do a consultation because we happen to know where these pains are from and we could take it away. And so you want to think more of that, getting rid of the pain, and rather than hearing another opinion that you've already heard 5 of them ago. You want somebody who's going to be active, an activist physician who's going to take your pain away, which is what we try to be. We try to be accurate, though. We are accurate for the
Oh
most part.
yeah, I mean,
We don't offer anything that we haven't done before or have proven in our own research. And we have 4 offices, so we have ample space to do research in. And when somebody gets an idea, we just bat it around and, work it out. That's what we did with migraine. Migraine is treatable very well, no problem at all. And scoliosis is treatable.
Yes, and you have a commercial coming out showing that,
Curable.
Doc.
Yeah.
we have. I mean, one thing Dr. Pinozo does is we have visual proof of everything we say. So if everyone
there's
wants to come in, you can see it.
Right, visual proof, especially on that commercial. You know.
Yep. The spinal column.
I just saw it, and there's a big change there.
Oh, tremendous.
In 1 week.
Tremendous change.
In 1 week, you
And
can't,
she's coming back, isn't she? She's going to come back to visit?
probably this fall sometime.
That's going to be unbelievable.
But this is all true stuff, people.
Nice.
What we're talking about is true. If you have any questions, just call in. We're waiting to answer any questions.
I mean, you could call on hotline 877-927-6969, or Monday you could go give Dr. Pinozzo a call at his office, 561-381-5800. He'll answer the phone and talk to you.
Yeah. Now, there's two calls in we had. One was the stretching.
Okay.
If you want to raise your body temperature, stretching is not going to do it. You have to use muscles, which means push-ups usually, sit-ups. And if you do that, your body temperature will come up and you will lose all that stiffness. Just stretching is not a good idea. That tells you there's something wrong. If raising your body heat will eliminate that chronicity, the achiness that you get, then that's fine. If it does not, then you have to have that treated before it gets worse.
Right now, I mean,
So that's the answer to that person who called in. Wanted to know about the stretching as opposed to
because you told Leah,
exercise.
that's true.
And I told Leah that. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I do that now. I do that at the gym every day now. I go and I do the treadmill for 5 minutes. And I go and I do push-ups. My body feels warm. I haven't had an injury.
That's the way to go.
Now, this is a good one, Doc. Richard, who was a golf instructor in Delray, he said, I watched your program a few times, and I had to ask a question. Instructors are very keen on the notion that the body is the only way a golfer can turn to drive a ball. So let's get that first. Is that true?
Well, that's true, but there is an anatomy and physiology behind that. So he's missing the point completely. This is just ignorance.
Right.
He's a very smart guy, but you can't know everything. So I'm trying to lead him into something that says, learn how the bones work, learn the anatomy and physiology, which is how the bones are used, and muscles, so that you understand the golf swing a little bit better. You don't understand the golf swing until you know how it's produced.
That's exactly right.
And what he's saying in there is, go ahead, read the next sentence.
He said, I instruct players with the ability that they have, and I have never met anyone who can change the physicality of the swing before. So please inform your listeners and viewers that instructors only work with what's in front of them. If it's that true, you can change the physicality of a swing, then educate us more and let's work together. Perhaps you have a golfer or physical before. That's very good. Perhaps you should have a golf physical before you go out and start playing golf.
It's exactly right.
I think that's a good point.
He is right on the money. That's exactly what we've been saying.
Right.
They can increase their income by teaching people that are able to take his instruction.
Correct.
If you can't take the instruction, you're not going. You're not going to take it.
I mean, what could a golfer say to me when I couldn't put pressure on my right leg? I could only get the club halfway back.
There's nothing they can do. What we're going to do? Have you swing from here? I mean, the whole thing is. So no, this PGA professional that wrote that or called in with that is right on the money. I wish he'd call me up personally. We'll set up these conferences the way he suggested. Did you read that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So Richard, since I know you listen to the show, I'd really love you to give Dr. Pinozzo a call at his office, and maybe we could set up something at 561-381-5800. And maybe what this will do, I think, Doc, is it will help increase their income, because if it's a physical thing and you could cure it, which we know you can, of course you did it with me, then the golf game would be so much better. Then he could do the art of golf and you do the physical.
Yeah, and if they learn something about that, then they can have an exercise program for their people who are paying them. After all, you can't line up 10 people in a row and try to teach a swing, golf swing. I think that's ridiculous. But I've been subject to that my whole life. Right. This is why I start studying the golf swing with Bob Tosky. And so we've done a great job, I think. We can figure out any problem with the golf swing at all. I'm almost an instructor myself, but I don't do that. I'm not going to do that.
Well, the gentleman went to, I can't wait, I hope he calls. He went to play golf the next day, he was saying, because there was no more pain.
We have people swinging a golf club in my office. to produce the pain they want treated.
Mhm.
And then we repeat it after the treatment and see if they still have that pain, and usually they don't. Which means that the next day they're not going to have that pain, and they should go out on the golf course and hit some balls. That's the way it works, people. We're not making this up. This is true. All true.
Well, I mean, I've seen it. I went to play golf in 2 days, and I was hitting the ball with absolutely no pain. In fact, I didn't even think of the pain because it wasn't there anymore.
Well, that's the other problem. Psychologically,
Yeah.
you know the pain's not there. Doc, I have a question.
Uh-huh.
A painkiller that a doctor puts into an area, a painkiller, that doesn't treat the problem, correct?
Well, just a painkiller by itself,
Painkiller
like
by itself,
Novocaine or Zydecaine or anything.
Yeah.
No, it's not going to treat.
And the pain will continue to come back after a period of
It'll
time.
come back after the painkiller comes out.
Now, can you create more injury thinking that it's been healed by taking a painkiller?
It's a good question.
No, your body can handle it. It'll tell you that it's not well. It'll stop you.
More inflammation? No?
Well, the inflammation, you don't want that. You want to take the inflammation down.
Right.
That gives you flexibility. So, yeah, it's a good question. We never use a painkiller by itself because we want to take the inflammation out, which gives you the range of motion you want,
Right.
pain-free. That's the key. That's the end result, pain-free range of motion of whatever you're talking about. Hip, knee, lower back or whatever Les had, and what you had. You want to, if it's treated right, you're going to get that result in overnight.
There's
And that's what we're after.
There's a gentleman who has a show that we produce who's going to come see you. His son's having surgery. Hope he's okay. But he's going to come see you next week. I'm going to go with him. He saw your show, and he named the disc on his spine. So I don't know, T something. And he's been looking for somebody for many, many years. And what he said to me was, will the pain come back? I said, no. I said, I had my leg done. I've known people who have gone to him. He's amazed. What he wants to do is he wants to come see you because he has a list of patients that come to see him for other things, and he wants to recommend you for the pain part.
Well, he probably just should. I mean, the way you work out a relationship is you try it, and then you talk about it, and then you have a good relationship there.
Excellent.
Yeah, no, our pains don't come back. Once we take them out, they don't come back.
All right. Got it. Anybody call?
No, I don't know why people. I mean, if you have pain,
I guess there's no pain in the world. The pain
Hey,
is
look,
gone.
limp in, leap out. That's what we do.
Oh, limp.
Limp
There
in,
you go.
leap
in,
out.
leap out.
Dr. Elkins made that up
Yeah.
for me. He said, "Boy, over here you limp in and leap out."
I'm going to stress this again, and you're a prime example. You see all the people, but until you have it done yourself and notice what it's like to have no freaking pain, let me tell you, man.
It's a big deal.
Yeah,
Huh?
there's no. Look, I don't know about anybody else. To go under a knife in this day and age. I don't care who the doctor is.
Well, not only that, but prolonged treatment, chiropractic.
Yeah, all
they can't really do it. First of all, you need
Money,
You
Yeah.
need
the expense of doing all that nonsense.
and all that
Yeah,
rehab.
but the
Look,
prices aren't that bad.
yeah, no, them thanks to you. You went through
No,
too, Jimmy.
the surgery.
Oh, surgery. Yeah,
Yeah, surgery. I mean, think about the money you spent on that.
Yes, you're right. I did go to him.
Yeah.
I mean, I know somebody that had a back surgery, a doctor who didn't. I said, I wish I would have known this guy before. And now he had to go in for neck surgery. Now he's got a tremor in his hand. I said, you know what? I wish I would. I wish I would have known Dr. Pinoza then.
Yeah, this is a shame.
Well, Jimmy, you treated Jimmy. He went line diving.
What's line
I went
diving? I never
zip
heard of that.
lining. Get it straight.
What is it?
Zip lining.
Zip lining.
lining.
Line diving, zip lining,
I know
something
And he
lining.
did treat me, and I'm doing absolutely fine today.
And how long did you have that pain, Jimmy?
At 95, I rolled a truck,
Oh my God.
and he took care of it. And
Unbelievable.
I was there in one visit.
Yeah. I was there in one visit. I mean, I was 100%. I slept that night like a baby.
You should see what he looks like, Jimmy. He's lit up like a candle.
I
over
am.
there.
I feel great.
He sounds like he's lit like
Oh
a
man, I'm telling you. You know,
You guys are funny.
no, unless you've gone through it. Now, I got something. This is great. We always talk about autism.
Right.
We're going to take a break now,
Let's take
and
a
we're going to
break.
come back, and I'm going to talk about something that's going to blow everybody away. We'll be back in a short while. Thank you.
Have you ever had a business idea that you thought would be a great solution to tough challenges in today's world but have no idea of how to get started? You don't want to waste investment money on ideas that just don't work. Introducing Health and Wealth Seminars, a sophisticated advertising agency with over 40 years in the ad business. What makes Health and Wealth different from other agencies is that they fit your product into the public's need. They help put together the strategy of your business before you commit thousands of dollars just to find out that those ideas don't work. Health and Wealth Seminars carries advertising contracts, radio and television contracts, and even a production service contract that'll cover all of your business needs. Call today, 954-303-9563, and let Health and Wealth Seminars carry your business to the next level. The number is 954-303-9563. And remember that what happens when you don't advertise is nothing. 954-303-9563 is the number you need to get your business started in the right direction. Dr. Pinozo is a world leader in helping those who have tried everything to get rid of pain in the body. When surgery or pain medicines aren't working, Dr. Pinozo is here to help. Range of motion increased over 65,000 patients that Dr. Pinozo has helped. And now he's here to help you. Call the show now, 1-877-927-6969, and let him help you get on the road to pain-free health.
Okay, here's what I want to tell you that I know you're waiting breathlessly. Everyone has heard Dr. Pinozo about autism and what he thinks about autism. Well, one day I was sitting in his office, and I was reading JAMA, and they don't know where autism comes from. They were talking about this, that.
That's true.
So prior to that, 2 days ago, I was in the gym, and I met this guy, and we were talking, and he told me his son has autism. I said, what happened? He said, well, when they pulled him out of the thing, they grabbed his shoulders because the umbilical cord was wrapped around his neck, and they had to grab him by his shoulders. So then I'm saying to myself, isn't that what you were talking about all this time? That it's a shoulder injury?
No, it's a neck.
A neck injury,
they're pulling
right?
him out by the neck instead of through the shoulders.
Hey,
The
I
shoulders
got Don
are-
online, buddy.
Okay, I got it right now. Hold on. Thanks, bud. I was waiting for you to say, okay, go.
So that's an amazing story.
Oh,
and
we
you-
got someone
there
on the
might be
line.
Somebody that
Hi. Who's this?
My name is Don.
Don? Okay, Don. Doc is right here.
I live in Boynton Beach, and I had a tremendous pain in my leg. About 3-4 weeks ago, I went to the doctor and the orthopedist, and he says, nothing we can do for you unless you get a knee replacement.
and there it is.
There it is, the old
I
knee.
talked to my wife, and I says, well, I have one knee replacement already, and I says, I don't want to go through that again. She said, well, call up this guy, Dr. Pinozo. I says, he can't, he won't do it. She says, what's the alternative?
That's right. Surgery.
So I called Dr. Pinozo, and I asked him, what does it take? He says, come on in, So I went in there hobbling. I'm getting over, I'm almost ready to bust up right now. He gave me one shot, and I had no pain. I busted up crying, and this is like I'm doing right now.
I know.
I couldn't believe it. It's like a
Real tears.
miracle. It's a miracle.
I know what you're saying. I experienced the same thing.
It's just amazing.
I'm glad you came in.
Yes, me too.
I'm happy for you.
Anybody that has, especially arthritis in the knee, forget it. He's got 1 shot, 2 shots, that's it. You're done. He told me I'll never have to get a knee replacement, and I believe him.
Oh,
That's amazing. That's amazing.
There you have it, Doc.
I feel. I mean,
Thanks very much.
That's so nice. God bless you, man. That's good to hear. It really is. Thank you so much for calling, Don.
All right. Bye-bye now.
Bye bye.
right. And there you have it.
I mean,
No knee replacement. You saved him. I mean, this guy's in tears. You changed his life.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
and he just
Amazing.
said, look how he sits. He you know what it is? I brought somebody in that had knee replacement and had the other knee that had to be done. I said, just before, he hasn't gotten a knee replaced. He gave him 1 shot. Was it 1 shot, Tim, or 2?
Right. There's so many.
He gave him 1 shot, and he didn't have to. And this has been almost 6 months ago. Never went. If I spoke to his wife, he said he's running again. He said, he has the most problem on the knee that was replaced.
Yeah, the one with the inflammation in it.
No, seriously. I mean, that's scary.
Well, it's good
Well,
to
you,
see.
you see that one of the things you should infer as a listener is the fact that people are not treated continually.
Yeah.
So when you come in my office, you find that there's sometimes you don't have to wait at all, and sometimes there's. Well, I only have 6 chairs, so. But the reason that the waiting room's small is because we don't treat people continuously. It's 1-2 days, and that's it. Now, sometimes these knees can get, at an elderly person, they might go 4 weeks, once a week.
Right.
But that's rare. But low backs, legs like you had, and what the problem you had, there's one day, 2 days, and that's it. Migraines are 1 day.
I know. We've
You
seen
walk
that.
around with pain for years, Doc, and you take care of it in 1 day. I mean, that's a
one day.
tremendous thing.
Well, that's what we're there for, to take care of the pain, and I don't want to prolong anything.
Mm-hmm.
And we work all these treatments out on me first, and my son, who's a weightlifter, and
I've been there when you were getting your shots. I was there.
Yeah. So the treatments we talk about, we get ourselves. So it's really good. Try it, people. Don't suffer for nothing, and don't ask for consultation. What we do is when you come in, we examine you, we diagnose your problem, then offer you treatment for it right there on the spot. And if you say no, you're missing it. If you say yes, you walk out pain free. And we almost 99.9% guarantee that.
Let me ask you, what could you, as a doctor and a brilliant diagnostician, why are people afraid? I mean, I can't see, in my mind, maybe it's me, Freddie, why would you be afraid to come in and see a man that could cure you in 1 day than have to go in under a knife?
Well, didn't you hear what the last caller said?
Yeah, I mean,
orthopedic surgeon says you got to replace the knee.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to go through that, Doc. He went through it once, so he did listen to them once. He doesn't want to go through that again.
No.
And there is the difference.
Yeah, and, you never want to do anything like that unless you really have to. Here's what happens. People go to 4 or 5 orthopedic surgeons.
Mm-hmm.
And their opinion of all of these doctors is, yes, you're replace the knee. Okay. But I said, well, isn't that kind of ridiculous? Why don't you go to someone, you have to go to someone who treats these things without a surgery.
Mm-hmm.
Then you get a proper opinion. Now you can make up your mind what you want to do.
That's right.
So let's put that thought in your mind, and hopefully, you'll be able to think about these things. That's what this program's all about. You're supposed to be able to think properly on these problems.
I mean, personally, I would rather go in, be able to play golf the next day. I mean, if I went in for surgery, I would be out for 6 weeks. I might never be able to play golf again. You never know.
Surgery also can bring in infection, can bring in all sorts of rehabbing. It could mess up. I know people had knee surgeries. It didn't work.
I got Yvonne.
Okay, thank you, sir. We got Yvonne coming on the air.
Yvonne.
Hi, Yvonne. Dr. Bonozzo's here.
Hi, Yvonne.
Hi, doctor. I've heard your radio program a couple of times. I've had a knee problem, and I just heard you say that I had a knee replacement, and I had an unnecessary knee replacement, and for a pain in my knee that has bothered me for 5 years. Now the knee has gotten worse. So then I went, and he told me to go have a hip replacement because it was causing the knee to be bad. So I had a hip replacement. My knee is worse than it's ever been, and I have found no relief. I'm on physical therapy right now. I need to see someone to help me with this pain. I've even been on pain management, and I can't stand the pain anymore. I can't walk. I sleep, and I get up, and I got pain in my ankle, my thigh, my calf of my leg. It just didn't work.
That's what I had.
Can you help me?
Oh, of course. Yes, you don't have any problems I haven't seen before. It's all scar tissue.
Is that what it is? Yeah.
So we find the scar tissue and treat it, and it's a couple of days. You'll be terrific.
It's going to change your life.
Well, Yvonne, let me ask you, did you hear the beginning of our show?
Yes, I did hear the beginning of the show.
I had that experience in my leg. I couldn't walk or sleep.
Yeah, the scar tissue, a lot of times you hear of I had to replace my hip 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
That's all scar tissue. They're doing that for pain. You got to be really careful when you talk about these. these procedures are really good, and the
I didn't even have arthritis in my knee, arthritis or any bone on bone, and I had a bone density which was 100% good. So I didn't understand why he did the knee, or talking me into the knee. And then when it was done, I said to him, I said, "Doctor, I says, my knee is just as bad." He said, "Well, I think it's your hip. I think because you have arthritis in your hip." So I went to another place down in Cleveland Clinic. I went, and he did my hip. Well, my hip is fine. It's this knee. I just can't get rid of this pain.
yeah,
and
well, does anybody examine your knee or the area that's making it pain for you? Usually they just use an MRI, which is useless.
Well, they told me I can't have an MRI because I had a knee replacement.
Okay, so that means they're not going to do anything for you?
All they're doing is I'm getting pain medication from pain management, and then I go once in a while I have a cortisone shot they'll give me.
Yeah.
But I've been on physical therapy, which is helping me a lot, but not totally.
Yeah, well, you're not going to have to do any of that. Just call in tomorrow, make an appointment, and we'll get you in
Give her the
quick.
phone number, Doc.
Are you located locally?
Yes.
Delray.
In Delray. Wow.
Where are you?
I'm up in Hope Sound, up in near Stewart.
It's not that far.
I know. I mean, I would make the trip. Believe me.
You know, I'm going to rent a bus and put everybody in.
Well, Jimmy, where did you come from, Jimmy?
I was up in Fort Pierce. I live up in Fort Pierce. I
Oh,
drove
see.
down there, and I loved every minute of it, sweetheart. You need to come in there and see him.
Okay, I will call tomorrow. Is it 561-381-5800?
5,800. And you know what? Believe me,
You're gonna dance home.
you'll be dancing home and saying to yourself, "Why did I ever get that knee replacement?"
Yeah.
But I mean,
doing the
that's
jig
just-
before she knows it.
Yeah.
all of us that are talking to you right now, we've actually gone through treatment with the doctor. Every one of us, Freddie, myself, Jimmy, we've actually been cured by the doctor. Me with one shot, I think. Freddie,
I think
two shots.
I think I'll just go home and let you guys take care of the program.
Well, the bottom line is
No
he's
surgery,
a
man.
he's a
That's all I
lady who's
care.
been, she's been under the knife twice.
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
This
I
is,
mean, I just, and I'm a person that doesn't like to sit around and lay around the house. You know, I'm retired, and I like to keep going. And I
Well-
go to exercise twice a week
Well-
when it's not killing me.
well, how many
It's killing me so much I can't go to exercise class anymore.
how many treatments did you get with the physical therapy?
I've had about 16.
60.
Yep,
60.
16 treatments.
16.
16. That's a lot.
16, Doc.
Well, there's no end to it, right?
Yep, there's no answer.
No end to it. So that means that if we can fix you up in 2 days, you have saved your insurance company
I don't know.
tens of
Medicare?
thousands of dollars, and you will not suffer at all. So, yeah, we'll take that on.
Okay.
And Les is gonna take you to dinner if it doesn't work,
Oh yeah.
which we know it is.
Yeah, we're going to hold him to it.
That's a
Oh, yeah.
deal. That's a deal. Thank you so much.
This is a Vegas bet. I can't lose this bet.
No, this is house money,
This
baby.
is house money, man.
All right, thanks for calling in. Thank you.
Well, before we took that first break, I was talking about autism, and I remember everything you said about it. And I met a gentleman at the gym, and he was telling me what happened with his son. He said, my son had the umbilical cord wrapped around his neck, and the doctor had to go in and grab him by the shoulders and pull him out. And then he developed autism. So I'm saying to myself, where did I hear this about the shoulder problems with autism? From you.
Well,
You've
it's
been
not a
always told-
shoulder problem. No, it's
Or neck
pulling
problem.
on the neck.
The neck, I'm sorry,
that
pull
does
the
it.
neck.
Yeah,
Right,
the
pull the
neck.
neck.
Spine.
I'm sorry. He was
Yeah,
pulling,
spine,
he was pulling
yeah.
the neck out, he said.
Yeah.
So everything you said is coming to fruition now.
Absolutely true. There's a big industry about this right now, but there is no diagnosis for autism.
Right.
Not a diagnosis as you want your physician to be able to do. Look at it in a microscope or touch it, x-ray it, see something. There is nothing to see in autism.
So
It's a bad neck. It's a bad neck.
So you,
Now, I got a question. If I had an injury 3 years ago and it didn't manifest itself, in other words, nothing came of it, and now because of that injury, or I even forgot about the injury, I'm having certain pains, that still can reflect in future, right? You can have stuff come out on injuries that you had in the past.
Well, you're continuing living with it, and then it'll get worse and worse. until you become wise enough to say, "Hey, I got a bad something here."
There you go.
You know. So what does a kid know? 2 years old is when it manifests itself. All right. At 2 years old, you get the lack of motion of the neck, so that you're not looking at people. You don't turn your head to look at them. They call that autism. It's nonsense. It's just a bad neck, and it's all treatable stuff. Now, when you go to the school with autism, you go to physical therapy. What do these people do?
Oh, no.
You know what they're doing? They're doing mind games, like there's something wrong with the mind. There's nothing wrong with the mind on these kids.
Well, what you said was right. You said he first noticed it when he was about 2.5, 3 years old.
There you go.
Yeah. And there's something we just started talking. He was telling me about that.
Yeah, I made a study of this, and I saw people in my office with that. We don't treat that, but if people brought them back, we would treat it. But 2-year-old kids are hard to treat. But there are techniques if you know how to do it. I don't have the time to do it myself.
Oh, my God,
and I do
no.
all the treatments myself, see. So we can't have a lot of that in. But if people would bring their kid in, I'll give them a program for it. And they can do it at home.
What you just said, I hope everyone listens to this. You take the X-rays yourself, so you could actually see what it is that the problem, and you do everything yourself. That's something I think that a lot of doctors miss, because they're trying to read something without diagnosing it.
Yeah, well, if people wonder why I don't have a secretary, I don't need a secretary.
No.
That's why I don't have a secretary.
No, I agree.
All the work is done in our offices in Phoenix. So all the insurance work and all that. All we do is paperwork there. You fill out a form and I fax it on. Then I do my thing, which is examine you. And that's what we're responsible for. So if somebody wants to see a lot of cute women wandering around, well, that's not the place for you.
No, go to Hooters or the Cheetah. That's where all the women are.
Well, it's funny. I was rushed to the hospital because I had anxiety, and they took me in an ambulance in a bus. And Linda had to go and fill out tons of paperwork. I mean, it's like they build an army because you're about to be there and come back 100 times. So they need to chase you for money.
All right.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
really what it comes down to. They have 100 nurses. They got people coming in and out. And Linda's in the medical field, and she got into an argument with the nurse because she says it's been 45 minutes and nobody's come. Well, you got to fill out the paperwork.
Jim, have a
fill out
heart
the
attack.
paperwork.
Could you fill out the paperwork first? Yeah.
I mean, it's just nuts. So you're
Asinine.
streamlining this. You're in, you're
out.
out, it's done. And that's what people aren't used to seeing that.
That's exactly right.
Yep.
It's streamlining.
Streamline. What a great word, Freddie. Excellent.
That's exactly what he does. He
Yeah.
streamlines. You
Now,
go in, you're out.
Now, why would I do that, Freddie?
What, streamline?
Yeah.
Because you cure it that day, at that time.
That's how you make your money.
That's
you,
right.
You don't make money by prolonging treatments
No.
on people. You want to get them in and get them out, because then you have room for other people to come in. And so it's medical economics. Actually.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So anybody who keeps you coming in there week after week after week, they're losing. Tell you the truth.
Well, they're billing big doctors, Doc.
Yeah,
The
well,
doctors bill big money on those surgeries and repeat performances.
Well, the word that you came out with, streamlining, I mean, I think that's a great word. You're streamlining the patient, not having to fill out all those papers and papers and papers, and you're curing them.
Yeah,
They don't have to come back.
Yeah,
I
wanna
like that
do,
word,
We want to do
streamline.
minimum stuff and get it covered, and get people out of there.
Well, he does the checkup, he does the x-ray, he produces the x-ray, puts you on the machine, gives you the shot, and you're out of there.
Well, that's the way it should be.
But that's exactly, if medicine worked that way, it would be a better planet. I mean, this is ridiculous what's going on.
You don't want people in the way of between you and the doctor. That's I don't like that for myself,
No.
and I don't like that for my patients either. It's just me and them. The more they understand, the better they are, and the faster they heal. So it's a teaching process.
Yeah,
So from the time you walk in from the waiting room and I'm watching you, we're examining you.
He's actually watching you walking into the room, so he's actually looking at what the problem is.
It's all business.
Yeah.
It's all
Well, I have filmed that he took of patients
Yeah.
swinging a club and trying to tell him, swing harder, we got to get to the pain.
Right.
I have his footage that I'm using.
I'm the one with the pain that's going in next. That's
That's
my
a new
second shot.
footage. But I'm
Yeah.
talking about before I met Dr. Pinozo, he has tons of film.
Yeah.
And the amazing thing is that if medicine worked that way, it would be, unfortunately, I read that Ebola, that big thing that's going on right now, one of the reasons that they're doing this is because there was never a need for the medicine. There was never a need for the pills. So they're creating a need for the pills now to driving everybody nuts.
That is not true.
This is what I read.
I don't care what you read. It's just not true. Use your head, Freddie. It's not logical. The vaccine has not been developed yet. That's what they're doing now. That's why they're bringing these people here, so that they're close to the scientists who are working on the vaccine. Now, once that's done, they're going to wipe that thing out in where is it?
South Africa, Nigeria.
South Africa. They're going to wipe that thing out in a matter of months after that. But I wouldn't believe half this stuff. There is no plan. They brought people in here because, first of all, there was 2 physicians. They said, let's practice on them. Let's get this vaccine that we have developed and use it on them. At least we'll get the feedback, and this is really what's going on. So they wanted them in the United States where they could work with it.
That's the 2
They
doctors.
can't work. Yeah, they can't work with that in Africa. It's
No,
just
no,
too
but
far
what about
away.
what's happening in Texas?
And that was an accident.
Yeah, that was a screw up.
That was an accident, and it doesn't look like it's working. And the guy,
You guys are going to die from what I hear.
worse today. Yeah,
There's a screw up with that.
but that's give people a little credit for doing the right thing. You know.
Yeah. Bring them resistance because they never had a vaccine. Now they could actually
No,
work and try to develop that. Which
and
is,
it's a virus, so it's very hard to get a vaccine for a virus. You can do it with bacteria a lot easier than you can with a virus. But they're learning. The more they have to deal with this, the more the scientists could go back to the laboratory, change the molecules of their vaccine they're trying to produce, and get it right.
and then bring it over to South Africa and wipe out the disease.
Wipe it out.
Yeah, amazing. I mean, now, before we close, I want to talk about one of my favorite things, scoliosis. I see so many people walking around hunched over, can't even walk, and you can actually fix that.
Yeah, we can actually fix that.
And we have that on X-rays documented if no one believes us.
Yeah, we have that right, and it's the upper curve forward that you're talking about. It's called a kyphosis, and the problem there is on the inside of the spine, inside layer of the ligament structure on the inside of the spine, and we do straighten that out.
It's amazing.
And then the other one is a curvature, which is a scoliosis. So you can have a kyphoscoliosis.
Right.
And so then it's all treatable stuff. You have to know where to look, why you have to look there.
That's the
and,
key, what you just said.
Yeah.
Cause of the pain and get
Cause
rid
of
of the pain. Cause and effect.
Yeah. Every one of them has a pain. If you talk to them, you say, why do you walk bent over? Because it hurts to stand up. I mean, what's your best time is when you use a walker, because you can bend over and relieve the pain. So it's a pain, and is treatable. And don't go to the surgeon. This is not a surgical problem. This is a medical problem, and we've worked out the treatment for it. Honest to God.
Oh, yeah?
And, come on.
I mean, we've seen it. I mean,
I've
Freddie
seen
and I were blown away when we saw
Yeah.
this lady.
We got it on film. We're going to put it on that commercial.
Yeah, well, we're doing this every day. I mean, you can sit in my waiting room and listen to people talk, and you can hear a lot of things.
Well, there's one lady, I don't know, if you saw her, I sat and talked to her. She came in, she was almost, she was laughing. She said, I always was able to find a lot of money. I said, why? She said, because I was so bent over, all I saw was the ground.
Oh, I know.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
She went from, naturally, it wasn't one shot, we know that. I mean, she now, when I see her, it's hard for me to believe, because I didn't know her at that time. It's hard to believe that woman is like 89, 90% straight.
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
what you're talking about, scoliosis, we have it documented on the C-arm. That you can see actually the bones turning.
Yeah, it's
5 minutes. They turn right over.
How'd you discover that? I mean,
I don't know. Most of the time, people think I'm aloof. I'm not. I'm just thinking.
Yeah,
you know? It's I don't know what it is, but these ideas come in my mind, and I have the ability to calculate rather quickly on what works, what doesn't work, and what did I see last week, what am I going to do now, and we do the right thing, and And that's why I say that these treatments work. They work on me. They're going to work on you. They're going to work on anybody.
Anytime you see a doctor having his son fly down to give him shots, you know that these shots work. When the son is coming down, or his daughter, when they came in, he was lying there and he said L6, L5, whatever. Yeah, so you know. I mean, how many doctors, it's just so amazing, folks. I know you think this is like the guy that came with the covered wagon and he was selling the snake oil. Let me tell you.
It is not like that.
Anytime someone wants to put rods in your back, for the rest of your life and not be able to straight. Why don't you try it? I
This is a painful thought.
Yeah, that's what they told the lady from England. They were putting rods in her back.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Come on.
But these young kids got to come in.
Yeah,
they're the
stop
ones that
it.
are getting the rods, and
Wow.
and the older ones too. But surgery is not the answer to this curvature. What we do is, and I'm telling you, right hand up to God. It works. Come on and get it.
And I offer that to your whole family. If you come in over a period of time and he doesn't cure you from scoliosis, you know where to find me. I'll take your whole family out to dinner because I've seen it. I've seen it with my own eyes. When you see it documented on X-rays, you actually see it moving to where they're almost straight. That's amazing.
You have that on film, don't
Yeah.
you?
Yes, we know.
Freddie has it on film.
We've shown on the commercial. They can go to Pinozzo.tv and see it.
As a matter of fact, yeah, that's
That's right.
This is common. Now, I've asked people with the scoliosis that we've treated to call in and tell people that it's okay, it works, because people are skeptical from what they've heard, and I understand that. I don't know, they're just reluctant to call up.
I can't understand why.
I don't understand it either.
No, in this hand I've got major surgery, which I don't know is going to work. In this hand I have a shots that could do this.
Change your life.
And change your life.
Yeah.
Exactly, change your life. Why? I mean, everyone's sitting at this table and everyone, and Jimmy, we've been there. We've had it done.
Well, if they go to their family doctor and ask about, did you hear this? They'll say, no, I wouldn't touch that.
Yeah.
Because I haven't been trained in that. Well, that doesn't mean anything. That doctor should not do that. For instance, you should never criticize someone else unless you've talked to them first.
Exactly.
And you have proof on your hands. Otherwise, what are you doing? That's false information. And people do that. One guy walked in my office irate because a friend said that what I talked about I can't do. And I really did it to him. So I said, look, you tell your friend he's unethical talking
Sure.
like that.
How can you judge somebody unless you've tried it?
That's right. So the big wheels, the big names in these hospitals and so forth, don't listen to that. If they haven't talked to me, and they haven't, then they should not be discussing what I do.
That's right.
Because this is real stuff. This is well researched. It is absolutely pristine. It's beautiful. Results are there. You got to take advantage of it.
And you've had patients from all over the world. Lady from England, scoliosis, was flown in. I met her. I didn't recognize her, and I apologized.
What? What, Jim?
I read the letter.
Yeah, I know. You read the letter, so you know this is everything we say is we could back we could do this. We could back up everything we say. Tell me all the doctors that did knee surgeries and the people who still can't walk.
Yeah. Well, what about that?
Yeah.
I'll have all day.
Yeah.
I'm still amazed. I'm still amazed, Jim, that the NFL hasn't called Dr. Pinozzo. Did you see the number of injuries list last week? Tremendous.
How about college football? How many guys? 2 Alabama
College
guys?
is even worse.
Alabama.
This is bad management. Is what it is. The orthopedic surgeons or chiropractors are in charge. You'll be surprised how this goes on. You can't believe it. It boggles your mind.
I believe it.
The danger that they are building into their management. If you don't manage correctly, you're building in problems.
Mm-hmm.
You have to manage correctly, and you have to use your head. Where are these owners that own the players, and they let this stuff go on? You can't pay people millions of dollars to sit on the bench. I mean, that's terrible.
You got 2 Alabama guys that won't be playing. And one was a groin pull, which I know you could fix.
Yeah.
And one was an ankle injury.
Yep.
Well, look at Decker from the Jets. He's not playing well because he has a groin pull.
The other thing I'm proposing is that they have a really good examination before they accept these players.
That's a smart idea.
So they know what they're dealing with.
That's right.
Because players will hide everything for you.
Of course
I
they
mean,
will.
naturally, I would do.
But
You got $100
you
million.
can't hide your machine.
I'm gonna hide something.
Yeah.
You can't hide
No.
from your machine.
So not to eliminate them, but to fix them so that they will not get hurt in the future.
Amazing.
So I would say that a lot of people that are getting hurt the first year already had that injury.
Oh, no, you're right. 100% correct.
Oh, because you were a coach. You know what
I
I'm
mean,
talking
you were a
about.
coach.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't understand why the NFL or anybody that coaches anybody
Right.
hasn't called you. It just boggles the mind. You see Les today? That's nothing. You should see guys that can't make $1 million today, because I know you treated them too, because they have a hamstring injury.
Treat a lot of NFL players.
Yeah.
Oh, well, a lot of these injuries
Yeah.
are crazy. I mean, they're just small. I was trying to think of the fellow.
Well, you did Troy. Troy had problems with his back.
Troy Stafford, yeah.
Yeah, and you treated Cleveland.
Yeah.
Who said, if I would have known you 1 year sooner, I could have made a couple of $100 million, and I would have given you a Ferrari.
11 million.
11 million.
I mean, that's
11 million.
big money. Big money on the table.
I don't know why the players just don't come in.
I think
Why-
That's what I'm saying. I don't get it.
I think
If
it's
the coaches
politics.
don't, if the owners don't do it, the players should do it
Yeah.
for their own health. I mean, that's crazy.
Even if they call Doc and ask,
Yeah.
get some information, get educated,
Yeah.
just a little bit.
The only trouble with my office is that the doorways are normal size, and these guys are so big.
Humongous.
Through the door.
They have to duck in to get in there, but that's still worth it. Yeah.
They have the heart machine in every stadium now. What is that called? The cardiac thing?
The defibrillator?
You know, because of what happened in Detroit, the Jets are playing. The guy had a heart attack. So now every NFL team has that machine in the stadium. So we get your stuff in every stadium. You
My
turn this
stuff.
whole game upside
I don't have
down.
any stuff. What are you talking?
He has no stuff.
Whatever you
It's
need.
him. It's him.
You will have to replicate you over and over in every stadium.
Well, it's just, look, I tell everybody that, everyone goes for consultations. You don't need a consultation. Come in, he'll diagnose your pain. He knows
Get it
what he's
done.
doing, and it's done.
Just
Look,
get it done.
Get a shot on Monday, play golf on Wednesday, and today is another week. I still feel fantastic. So you know what?
It's been over a year. I'm still good.
You think I want to go through 16 things of physical therapy?
No.
No, you never want to do that. I mean, that only leads up to a surgery. That's all. It leads frustration in the surgery, so you don't want to do that.
And chiropractors, till the day I die, I can't see taking my head, snapping my neck, and tell me, "Oh, that's good for you. I just relieved your headache." Yeah, but now I have bone injuries in my neck, my spine is
That is
killing
true.
me,
And my headache is back
and then my
3
head
days
is
later.
back. I just,
This guy is way too happy.
wait. Well,
You know what it is?
I'm very
He got
happy
fixed
today.
up. He's very excited.
I am.
It's the
I
same
mean-
thing that happened to me when I first did. And I stopped the traffic. I told Les, this is
yeah.
unbelievable. Now you know what I was talking about.
Yeah,
Freddie, didn't you go out and do the jig?
yeah.
Yeah, I stopped the traffic at the mall. I told people, stop tooting your horn.
Yeah,
I can feel my legs.
I felt I would have to buy him lunch now.
That is really incredible.
That's what happened. It's a true story. And look at his face. That's exactly how it was, Doc.
Look at Leah. Leah came in,
Couldn't believe it.
and she said, "I'm not going to wear that boot." And she was talking on the radio. Came in, he said, "It's not your leg."
You know, there's a term we
Amazing.
use is debilitation, and these injuries are debilitating.
Sure.
Debilitating. And once you get it removed like that, so quick and so efficiently, I mean, you can't believe it. It's really going on, it's just...
I mean, my wife is laughing. I said, let me sit down. She said, "Call him up. He'll come in for you on the side." I said, "I can't do that to the guy." Monday, I was there early in the morning waiting for him at 10 o'clock. I was there at 10 o'clock
Oh, you
waiting.
should have called me. I would have loved to get you on tape, baby.
Oh, God, was that amazing. Freddie, I'm going to be honest with you. All I wanted was that pain to go away. It was so bad.
Les, I've been there.
Is there
I
any
lived it.
any other thing on the...
Oh, any questions? Oh, yeah. We got,
I lived it. I lived on that pain.
We got time for another question. Hold on, Doc. Let's see what we got here. All right, we got Abby from Jupiter. I've heard your show many times, and my shoulder hurts and has been hurting me for a long time. It seems to be getting worse and worse, but I ask myself if I should drive all the way to Boca when I really don't know if you can help me.
That's the Jupiter distance question.
Well, it really is worthwhile. Our shoulder approach is unique to us, and it works. we will remove a lot of that pain the first day. Sometimes it's we remove all of it. Depends on what we see. So the only thing I could tell you is that you will improve. I can't tell you how much.
Well, I can get one from New York City. Roger from New York City says, I have inflammation in my body in many places. I was a firefighter in New York City. My shoulder, knees, back, and feet hurt all the time. Do I have to visit you, or are all these areas separate, or do you think that we could do something right away? Well, I'm sorry.
Well, we try to do as much as we can, that's all. It depends on, you can't override these insurance companies, though. They'll rip it right out, so you can do so much, and that's it.
Well, as usual, it's time to say goodbye to
Well,
Dr.
thank
Pinozo.
you very much.
And Dr. Pinozo, thank you so much, Jimmy. Thank you, Freddie. Thank you, Linda, everybody. We'll see you again. You can tune in every Saturday from 8 to 9.
Is he live next Saturday?
No, he's recorded. Catch up on some of his shows. Yep.
Okay. All right, very good. Have a great day.
This has been the Dr. Pinozo Sports and Medicine Hour with Dr. Anthony Pinozo. If you spend 5 minutes with Dr. Pinozo, you'll see he genuinely enjoys helping others. Visit Dr. Pinozo online at www.paincentersnationwide.com or call him at 561-381-5800. Dr. Pinozo will consult with you to determine the best solution to your pain needs. 561-381-5800 is the number to call, even if it's just for a second opinion. Join Dr. Pinozo next week when he brings you more important information on the physics of weight-bearing and engineered concepts for the body.